everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica if you are, and yes, I am alive. It has been several weeks since I have filmed. I want to say close to a month, maybe 3.5 weeks, and we're back. I've just been not feeling filming at all. I've been very overwhelmed, very tired, very just busy with life, and every day after work when I have all the intention to come home and film, I lay on the couch and take a nap. That's been my reality. So here we are, it's a Saturday. I have the house to myself. My husband has to work today, and I finally have the energy and the motivation to sit down and film a video. So today's video will be my update for my deck of painting project, and this is a few days late for my April update, but here we are. We made it kind of close to the window, and I'm excited to roll in some new cards this month. So if you are excited for another painting video, definitely stay tuned. Give this video a quick thumbs up before you forget. That would help me out so much. And if you're new here and you want to stick around, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me out a lot. Let's get started. Quickly, I gotta give credit where credit is due. This project was created by Emily from Emily and Max here on YouTube, and I absolutely love this project. It involves a deck of cards and uses the deck of cards to select from a series of prompts that then helps you to select a makeup or beauty care item to work on in your project. And like a lot of painters, I use this project to shop my stash a little bit and get use on things that are otherwise neglected because of my other painting projects. So I really love it. It's one of my favorite ones to do, and I always have Emily and her channel and her introduction video linked down in the description box, and I'll go ahead and link it right up here in the cards as well. So if you want more information about this project, go ahead and check that out. First item in this project came in just last month, and that was for a Queen of Diamonds, which I was able to pick my own space. So I decided to pick the graveyard space and bring in this Hourglass ambient lighting powder in the shade Dim Light. This is a project graveyard because it was in a previous project and it already has a pan on it. So I'm just going to be keeping this in for the continuity of project graveyard. That means up until October, and seeing what progress I can do on this item in those 6 months. Well, actually it's technically going to be 7 months because I brought it in March, but it's close enough. So here's what this product was looking like when I first brought it into the project last month. It had a little bit of a waffle pan on there, but not too much. I reached for this product only 8 times this month, which I'm a little disappointed in, but hopefully you'll still see some progress. Here's what this item is looking like today. And there is the waffle pan. Maybe it's slightly larger. I definitely could have reached for this a few more times, but the whole reason I brought this into the project is because it's not a product I really love. It's not a shade that I really love. It's kind of hard for me to work with, and I tend to forget to reach for it. Once I've already put on my bronzer and blush and highlighter, it's hard for me to want to add another powder on top of that. So I need to remember to reach for this first or in lieu of something else on my face to get that use on it. It's just a little bit deep for my skin. It looks really nice as like kind of a pre-bronzer or just like a illuminating powder first off without my other powders. So I'm going to try reaching for it more and get a bigger pan for you in the next update. But for now, just 8 uses. It's better than nothing. I pulled a lot of queens last update, so I also pulled the Queen of Clubs, which is another pick your space, and for that I picked the space pattern, and I brought in this blush from Benefit. This is their shade Shelly, and this was a very brand new blush in my collection, and it had the word Shelly imprinted on the surface of the blush, and my goal for this item is to wear away that word Shelly in this project. So here's what it was looking like last month when I first brought it in. I absolutely love this blush, and I'm happy to say I reached for it 11 times this month, and here is what Shelly is looking like today. And as you can see, we are starting to wear away that word, but it is still very clearly visible. But I'm very hopeful that with consistent use I should be able to wear away that word pretty quickly, maybe in the next 2 months, and hopefully this isn't a long-term product in this project. I've had a lot of long-term blushes hanging around for a while, and I don't want this to become one of them, but if it is, or if it stays around a little bit longer, it's absolutely a beautiful blush, and I've been really enjoying reaching for it, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I'm excited to keep working on it and wear away that word Shelly. The next card I drew last month was the Jack of Diamonds, and that was for an indie product So thinking that this was from the brand Freck, I pulled in this freckle pen, which is actually from ColourPop. But ColourPop was once upon a time originally an indie brand, not anymore, but you know, we're loose enough here with our prompts that I was able to make it work, and I felt okay bringing this product in. So my goal for this freckle pen was to use it 5 times. I only reached for it once, so I still have 4 more uses to go. I just wasn't really feeling putting on fake freckles. It's kind of obvious, I feel like, when I put on fake freckles. I need to practice putting them on more imperfectly so they look a little bit more natural, and maybe I'll enjoy it more. You know, in the summertime, I think fake freckles will be a lot of fun, so it's okay that this one's staying in. I only got 1 use. I have 4 more to go, so we'll try and get that in the next month or 2, but I'm not in a big rush about it. I'm not stressed. It's just fun to force myself to use this freckle pen because I've had it for years and it hasn't gotten a lot of use, and it's fun. And we had another queen. Yes, 3 queens last month. I pulled the Queen of Spades, which was also a pick your space, and I decided to highlight Emily another time with selecting the space Oh the Shame. Oh the Shame is a project that Emily created to use products that she has purchased but has not used, so she's, you know, feeling some shame around that. And I was feeling some shame with this blush from ColourPop. This is one of their Super Shock blushes in this shade Jump Turn, and you can see it's such a bright, vibrant shade of blush that it's not something that I typically reach for, and my goal for this was to use it 10 times. I am happy to say that as of today, I have used this 10 times, and as you can see, it's not like too crazy on the cheeks. It's definitely very wearable, more wearable than what it looks like in the pan, and I have absolutely loved it. It has a beautiful sheen to it. It goes on really smoothly, blends really easily, and I'm really loving the Super Shock blush formula. I've never really tried it before other than this blush, and it's beautiful. So I have very much enjoyed having this in the project. Glad I got 10 uses on it, and a good reminder to me not to be afraid of this shade, to reach for it more often, especially for a nice pop of magenta on the cheeks. I thought it was just gorgeous. So very happy to have used this and happy to be rolling it out. And if you've been following my deck of panning project, you know that I am especially trying to focus on blushes this year, and deck of panning is the project that I'm using in order to do so. So with this next card, the King of Diamonds, no pan left behind, I decided to bring in this blush palette from Tarte. This is the Tarte Color Wheel, and in this blush palette are 8 blushes and 2 highlighters, and in true no pan left behind style, I wanted to reach for every single one of these shades at least once, and I did in fact do so. I have had this blush palette for such a long time, but I absolutely love it still. It does have quite a variety of shades. A lot of these more cool tone shades are pretty repetitive, especially like these 3. They pretty much go on very similarly, but I really do love the warm side. I probably prefer the warm side shades a little bit more. The highlights in here are meh, whatever, but it's just a very versatile palette. It's great to bring on vacation, gives you a lot of options, and I had a lot of fun reaching for it. So happy this one got some use. There was a shade in here I was able to use 2 times, and I think, oh no, there's 2 shades I was able to use 2 times. So this shade here, Ironic, and this shade here, Culture, which is like a shimmery peach shade. So really love it and happy that it got some good attention, and that's the second product that's rolling out this month. And now for the fun part, I'm going to draw a couple cards to bring some new products into the project this month. So I have my beautiful D23 Disney themed deck of cards here. They have like a nice gold foil, which is very reflective, not the easiest to show on camera, but really fun to look at for me. And as many of you probably know, I am walking on the wild side this year. Yes, I'm crazy, okay? I'm including both Jokers in my deck this year. So I have both Jokers here. I have my Cheshire Cat, who I always have to flip upside down. Can You Stand on Your Head? One of my favorite parts of the movie. And I also have the Kakamora from Moana, it is. So both Jokers in here. That means I have twice the possibility of pulling that Joker, and I have yet to pull the Joker in the past, hold on, let me get the light focus here. And I have yet to pull the Joker in the past couple years, so knock on wood. that luck continues. I'm kind of jinxing myself a little bit here, but it's for fun, okay? And that's what this project's all about. So let's just walk on the wild side. I'm gonna give you a few shuffles here. And while I shuffle these cards, you can go ahead and check out the game board for this month. I have not looked at it, but the numbered cards get shifted around every single month by Emily. Thank you so much. And the face cards always stay the same throughout the year, although she will switch it up from year to year. So I'm gonna give this like 2 more shuffles and then we'll see what we get. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. I was thinking about drawing 3 for fun, but with the amount of overwhelm I'm going through, let's just be easy on myself and keep it at 2. So I have shuffled the cards. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. And these top 2 cards are my cards. So let's see what we got here. We got, wow, again, I drew this card last month, the Queen of Spades. So that's gonna be a pick your own space. And it's gonna be, of course, in the spades category. And the next card, ooh, look how cute. Come on, focus. The Ace of Diamonds, and how cute is that little wish star. I loved this movie. I thought it was so precious, and especially this little character, so cute. And I can't remember what aces are, or red aces. Hopefully it's not to draw 2 cards. So let's see, let me pull up the game board and see what the painting gods have in store for me this month. So the red ace is pick up 2. So I guess the painting gods wanted me to draw 3 cards regardless. So now I have 2 cards to pull to replace that red ace. So here we have this next one. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Hearts. Is this gonna be another update full of queens? I guess so. And our last one, no! The Queen of Diamonds. That is crazy. I shuffled these cards 4 stinking times and I cut them, and 3 queens in a row. That's crazy. Same as last month. I think they're even the same 3 queens. Maybe not. No, but I did pull the Queen of Hearts earlier this year. So be it. 3 queens. I guess that gives me a lot of freedom as far as choosing my spaces. So there you go. So let's think about this. The Queen of Spades, I have to choose from Gifted, Pop Culture, Out of Your Hands, Glittery, Duo or Multichrome, Whole Collection Roulette, Out of Control Category, Graveyard and Influenced. For the Queen of Hearts, I can choose from I'm basically just reading off the entire board to you. I can choose from Affordable, Veto, Favorite Brand, Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy, Chopping Block, Glowy, SPF, Letter, or Collecting Cobwebs. And then the Queen of Diamonds matches nails. I have naked nails right now. Pattern, Mocha Mousse, Cool Tone, Spotlight Panner, Newest, Color, Primer, Discontinued. Okay, let me go contemplate my life for a few moments and choose some prompts, and I'll let you know what items are coming into this project. See you in a few, hopefully not too long. I'm back and we are almost there. We're almost there. So for the Queen of Spades, I selected the prompt Out of Control category, and of course that means I had to select one of my Out of Control blushes. I have about, I want to say 40 blushes in my collection right now, and this is the year of blush in this project. So here is the newest blush coming into the project. This is from Makeup Geek, which I absolutely love this blush formula and really am sad that it went out of business because it's a great one. This is the shade XOXO, and it's a very bright magenta, not really magenta, like bubblegum pink. And this is such a beautiful shade. These are so pigmented, you just need the lightest hand, but they go on so beautifully, and I just love this pop of pink on the cheek. And I'm really excited to reach for this one. It's one of my favorite blushes in my collection. And I'm going to try and reach for this, let's say 15 times, because I just love it so much and it deserves some good use. So I think I should be able to do that within a month, maybe 2. If it hangs around a little longer, that's fine by me, but I'm really excited to reach for XOXO a few times this year, and that's the first one coming in. For the Queen of Hearts, I selected the prompt Collecting Cobwebs, and I decided to reach for this primer from Ciate London. This is the Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer, and this is something I just completely forget to reach for. I mostly just use a moisturizer as a primer, and this one I'm just never going to use up if I keep up with my regular routine of just using a moisturizer in the morning. So I'm going to try and reach for this one. Question for my makeup wearers out there: when you are reaching for a hydrating primer, here, when in your routine do you put it on? Do you put it on before your moisturizer or SPF? Do you put it on after your SPF? I have a hard time putting it on over my SPF because I feel like it might move things around. So I like to put it on first and then my SPF. But let me know what you do, if there's like a best practice when it comes to reaching for things like this and combining it with an SPF, because obviously I'm gonna apply an SPF at some point and I wanna get the most bang for my buck out of that SPF and make sure it's protecting my skin. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And my goal for this one, I think, is gonna be to finish it up. It might take me a few months, but that's what I'm gonna do with this one in this project. And for the Queen of Diamonds, I wanted to keep things fun and interesting and select the prompt color, which is where I use a random color generator to select a color that I either have to match or find packaging that matches that color. And I just wanted to do something fun and random and kind of limit down my choices a little bit that way. And I haven't done this prompt in a long time. So let's see what random color I generate for you. So I went to randomwordgenerator.com and I'm just going to click on that and see what color it generates for me. Let's just refresh the page, and the color it selects is cement gray. Not the most exciting color, but let's dig around. I'm gonna see what cement gray kind of ties into this color, or like a packaging that ties into this color. Maybe like a eyeliner, eyeshadow, definitely not a lipstick. Let's see what I got. I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna keep this simple and reach for this charcoal gray eyeliner that I have from Ulta Beauty. This is one of their automatic eyeliners, and this is kind of a gimme product because it is very close to being finished. I have just this much left of the product, that is it completely rolled up, and I'm going to finish this up in this project. And I think if I really focus on this, I can do that within the month and have this rolled out by the next one. So those are my 3 new items. I'm still in disbelief that I drew 3 more queens. I'm hoping that that's all the queens left for the year. I should not be drawing any more queens. That's just too crazy. What are the odds? And 2 months in a row where I'm just shuffling through, pulling queen after queen after queen. Can't believe it, but that is the fun part of this game. It's random, it is unexpected, but you really get to find a way to make the prompts work for you and make it your own. So really fun, excited to bring in these new items. I have 6 items now that I'm working on. I'm hoping to have this eyeliner rolled out by the next month. This blush should hopefully be rolled out by the next month as well. And maybe I'll try and get those 4 more uses on this freckle pen and have that rolled out for you as well. But this blush is probably gonna hang out for a little bit longer, and I'm definitely gonna have a long road to go on the primer, as well as the ambient lighting powder, which is gonna be with us until October. So I hope you enjoyed my update today. I had a lot of fun filming it. It's about darn time, but you know, we're just doing our best around here, and that's the best that we can ask for. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world that this video finds you, and I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, please take care. Bye.